What's your message for people with low self-esteem?
I would tell them what helped me is when I learned that, number one, when you walk in the room, if you tell yourself you're powerful, you tell yourself you're beautiful, and literally, I mean, look in the mirror and tell yourself and get used to it. If you start doing this like Tesla, he had this 369 method he used to use, but wake up every day before you go to look in the mirror and look at yourself and tell yourself like, yo, you are this.
So what's your name, brother?
My name's Jaquan. I got my son over here. I'm just traveling right now.
Okay.
Just trying to, see what's out there in the world.
All right. Where are you from originally?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yo, shout out Pittsburgh. We out there. How old are you?
28.
Brother, tell us a little bit about your childhood growing up.
Alright, so my childhood growing up, I mean, I did have a mom and dad at first. My group of the years, like up until I was like 7 or 8. But it's just so much stuff I went through. Like I even had a gift of seeing like ghosts and stuff. And I dealt with a lot of stuff where I felt, even though I had parents, I wasn't protected, or I couldn't have nobody to run through. You know what I mean? Seeing things and being through things as a kid, but I also had a understanding of life that I didn't understand. Like I didn't understand wars of like when you had problems in the streets, you go like you have a problem with somebody, you go fight that out, or you take care of that yourself. You never had people go do it for you, if you know what I mean. Like I never understood wars of why we had our own family members going to other countries or other states and doing all this hurt to people. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It's just growing up, I just always knew I was different.
So let's talk about what are some of your favorite childhood memories?
Favorite childhood memories, I would say, was really I'm a family man. Just all them nights of being with your brothers and sisters, and when your parents drop you off and you with your babysitter, but y'all just having fun, like on them weekends when your parents is out and y'all all just playing and all the trouble and fun stuff y'all should do, like hide and go seek in the house or just making tents, and you know what I mean, having movie nights, stuff like that. Like my favorite thing was just being with the family and just doing stuff like that.
Yeah, that's love, man. That's what's up. Family is key, and family are a blessing. A lot of people don't have a family. So let's go down that road to middle school and high school. What type of student were you?
It was trouble, man, because a lot of people can't be them. To get what you, so basically, like, when first growing up, I was just me. I was very energetic. I liked to do a lot of adventurous things, climb stuff. I liked the woods and stuff. And then it wasn't until I started liking girls what made me be a follower. You know what I mean? It's growing up where, I can't even say where I'm from, just in general, females like the tough guys, street guys. They want somebody who they feel could protect them. Even if you was a fighter or a person who could defend yourself, when you don't portray that way, a lot of girls go for the opposite. So you start doing things that other people, you dress a certain way, you know what I mean? You want to wear the new Air Forces. I want to wear the Dickie suits from back in the day, the new felines. So I did a lot of things to impress girls, knowing that wasn't me. So my life went on a pause. So I lost myself. And it took years to find myself, which I tell people all the time, the best thing in life is to find yourself. The faster you find yourself, the better you will be in life. Because how could you go get a girlfriend or a boyfriend if you don't even know yourself? You don't know what you like. So you get into these relationships, and then that's why people date so much in middle and high school, because you're dating all these people, you don't know who you want. So when you get with these people off looks, or because she got a big butt or he got muscles, and it don't work out, it's not because y'all two are toxic people. Sometimes it's just because that's not what you like. Your soul don't desire that.
Hey, you hit that nail on the head. Compatibility issues, right? Stuff like that, right? And that's what lead a lot of people into failed marriages, failed relationships. Like you said, you gotta. So were you like a popular kid in high school, or were you like a loner?
I would say I got a little bit of popularity as soon as I started high school, only because I was a very creative, and I think outside the box. So I dressed a certain way, which made people attracted to me more, and I did certain things, but I would say I wasn't popular because I wasn't really a street guy, or I wasn't doing the things that people look for. When you're young, you know what I mean, it's easy to impress people. It's easy to control situations because all you have to do is do what somebody likes. People like this certain type of clothes, all I gotta do is buy them clothes. They don't care if I got a good mind. They don't care if I take care of my family or if I'm good to my parents. They care about what you do and what you got on.
That's real talk, man.
So it's kind of easy. Like once I figured out the game, it's like, it's crazy. I mean, it's almost like a cheat code.
So let's talk about where you grew up at in Pittsburgh. What are the good and the bad about that place?
I would say the good is it's not a very big city on gangs. I wouldn't say there was a bunch of like Crips and Bloods. It's not very like, oh, you wearing these colors downtown, you might get checked. So it's good on that. But I would say the bad is a lot of people don't work together. It's not really a city where people help each other build, because to this day there's so much people that's like, just last week I've seen at least a bunch of girls who started their own hair studios. I've seen guys put out new t-shirts. So a lot of people are positive, but nobody's working together. And I think if people just be hand in hand, we could help each other out.
Got you. Absolutely, we're all one. Together we are powerful. So currently, man, fast forward, present, what's the highest level of education you completed?
I just got a regular diploma.
High school?
Yep.
Okay, that's what's up.
I'm signing up for now to go for producing.
Okay.
Because I want to like start DJing, but I want to know music. Like I want to know the background work. I'm very good with music. Now I'm with the play. I DJ'd a few parties recently, and it's just. But I want to do the background work. Ain't nothing like having a degree and to know you. Like when you do stuff, you just want to know the ins and out. You don't want to always be able to have to ask people or lean on people. There's nothing wrong with always asking people for, or you always need help, but to know things yourself is very powerful.
Absolutely. So now, you know, my channel focus a lot on people who struggle with addiction and incarceration and homelessness and the struggle period.
Yeah.
So have you struggled with any addiction, or you know any friends or family or people who are struggling with that?
Yeah, I struggle with it. I just recently woke, I would say, like spiritually and mentally a few years ago. It's only been like 2 years since I really started living and found myself. But I was addicted to, I want to say, it's kind of like what Kanye West was saying, like I was addicted to the lifestyle of, I wouldn't say fame, I don't even know the word that I want to use, but I was addicted to just pleasing other people. And it's very powerful. Like people don't understand, when you live for other people, there's no way that you can be satisfied in life. You can't get forward on that. You know, I wanted to be accepted in the world, not knowing I choose my own destiny. I choose if I'm beautiful when I look in the mirror.
What's your message for people with low self-esteem?
I would tell them what helped me is when I learned that, number one, when you walk in a room, if you tell yourself you're powerful, you tell yourself you're beautiful, and literally, I mean, look in the mirror and tell yourself and get used to it. If you start doing this, like Tesla, he had this 3-6-9 method he used to use. But wake up every day before you go to look in the mirror and look at yourself and tell yourself, like, yo, you are this. You are powerful. You are this. And it sounds crazy, but when you look in the mirror and keep saying that, you start believing it. So now when I walk in a room, it could be a guy with the newest designer on versus the guy next to me with a Tesla, and this guy got a penthouse. But when you carry yourself powerful like that, it rubs off and people appreciate you, people cherish you, they'll start looking up to you. You got people with money that look at you like, damn, I don't know what it is about this person, but I love your energy, or they just feel like you're something, even if you ain't. You might not even own a business yet. But when you walk and start believing in yourself, you really build your own energy.
Right. That's what's up, man. It's all about the mindset. Your mindset is very powerful. All depends on what you put in there, right?
Yeah.
And you have to believe in yourself before anybody can believe in you or invest in you. You have to invest in yourself first. Right? What's your living status right now? Are you living with family? You have your own place?
So right now I'm traveling. I have a girlfriend that I'm dating. I'm actually looking at rings to propose, but she's a travel nurse. Very wonderful woman, very powerful black woman who's only 22 with 3 degrees, owns her house. So the house we live in, we own. So now we're traveling the road. She's traveling doing nursing, and while she's doing that, I'm out with my son, just getting to know people in the world. And I'm trying to build a following and get to know other powerful people. So as I go and try to figure out what I want to do in life, I got people to lean on, and not just anybody. I mean, good people that you can call for advice. Not an auntie who love you and that's your favorite auntie, but she's still a little toxic, or she ain't got everything figured out. And there's nothing wrong with family, but start having more people that you call on that literally got themselves together. You know, like that saying, they say, don't get a relationship advice from somebody who's not even in a relationship. Get people that you can really call on for advice when you need it.
Right.
That can give you a powerful message that'll uplift you and help you out through stuff like that.
That's what's up, man. So I see you have, how many kids do you have?
Just one, just a son.
And he's rolling around with his daddy, and you know, a lot of kids go home to parents that are not good. They go home to horrible parents. So that's good. You know, you are a great gentleman. You're installing great qualities into your son, so that way when he come across these children who come from abusive home with no love, you know, you gotta let them know how to treat these kids. So what message will you, what are you doing for your son right now to prepare for when he meet these kids who come from broken homes?
So one is because I had my son young at like 19, fresh out of high school, and I still didn't even graduate when I first had him. I had to go back to school, but I look back, what was I struggling with, or mentally, what did I wish my parents would have did for me? Or not that I had wonderful parents, I just meant like, what did I want at that age, or what could have helped me out? So one, I got a debit card. So now that my credit's pretty good, I'm paying some of the bills off with his debit card to build his credit. I'm putting money away, so when he turns a certain age, as long as he got his mind on straight, he's set up already. You know what I mean? Already with decent credit or good credit. So he's not just set up for failure, so he don't have to graduate high school and do what he's supposed to. Like we say as a kid growing up, you go to school and that's what I want you to do. As long as you do that, that's your only responsibility usually. You don't have bills to pay or nothing when you're young. So you go to school and do what you want. Guess what? Your dad's gonna make sure your credit's good, so you're not just jumping in this world with nothing. I'm gonna make sure you got at least a decent car. Don't gotta be the newest car, it could be a 2003 Honda. So I'm just doing little things like that so he can focus on his life and his dreams as a young teenager going into his young adulthood, and don't gotta worry about, dang, I need a low income, I need to fill out for this Section 8 so I can hurry and figure out what apartment I'm gonna live until I get this. You know, because I jumped into a restaurant job and ended up working that for 8 to 10 years. So I'm just now taking off of work from a restaurant job to pursue my dreams.
Oh man!
But I felt like I had to. Everybody can't just stop working and still have money for the bills. Jump into an apartment without getting a low income. I needed that. But I didn't want to stay like that for forever. So doing these little things like taking at least 1 or 2 bills and putting it in his name, he's still young. So let that one little bill, even if it's just add 5% to his credit every month or every year, that helps.
Facts.
A lot.
Man, it's wonderful hearing a young brother talk this positively, man. And I could tell your son is gonna be set up to succeed in life.
I hope so, man.
What's your message for the world, brother?
My message is find you as soon as you can. Know what you like, know what you want, know what your body takes. Your body don't like this medicine, know that. Your body likes this food, and once you learn that, then pursue what you want. If you know you like this out of a man or woman, stop selling it for less. Be patient and wait for that. But number one, get to be comfortable by yourself. When I'm not way home, I can go to a restaurant and eat by myself. I'm sitting here saying I want to try this new food, but I gotta wait for a friend. I want to go out to this club or this place. No, get comfortable with yourself, know yourself.
Awesome. What's your long-term goals now?
My long-term goals is to not have to be controlled by a job. All these years I'm missing cookouts, family reunions. Oh, I gotta work, I gotta double this day, I can't come to this event. No, figure out how you can get side hustles or some passive income to where you don't have to be a slave to a job. There's nothing wrong with saying you got a job, but when you have nothing to show for it, and all you can say is I got a job, that's not enough. Because we was never built to be slave like this. And if you ever get a chance, study tribes in other worlds of people who provide for themselves. They don't have they're not slaves to no company.
Awesome. Okay, this brother is very deep. What's your zodiac sign, brother?
I'm a Cancer, so.
Shout out to the Cancers. We out there. And you are currently in a relationship. What do you look for in a partner?
So a partner is sacrifice. Stop thinking because they might have to, like when she's traveling, I got to go home and for the next couple months, I might see her once a month. But she's taking care of this house while she's here, and I'm taking care of her house at home. Painting the walls that need repainted, trying to put new carpet in. Stay focused and stop being greedy. Like, people want to be able to make love every night. People want to be able to go out every weekend. You got to take sacrifices. If you're not willing to sacrifice, then you just going to jog in place. That's fine if you want to go eat at your same old restaurants in your same old state and do this. Nah, you gotta make sacrifices. If y'all gotta be away a little bit and just talk over the phone, hey, do that. But in a couple years, when you worked hard for something, y'all can sit back and do that. I can't believe this year I'm able to take 2 months off in the summer and not be struggling. Still have clothes, still be able to get my hair cut, still make sure my son eat with it. You know what I mean? But that takes from being work. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying I'm anything special. I'm saying if you work hard, can't nobody knock you on that. You know?
Yeah. Deep. You guys is hearing it from a young brother, man. He got a lot of jewels he's dropping for us, and it's free, man. Free knowledge he's giving us. So, brother, what are some of your favorite foods?
Favorite foods? Oh, man, I'm a simple type of guy, man. I like chicken, man. That's my favorite. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Okay. Do you have a favorite band or artist you listen to?
My favorite is still Kanye West.
Okay.
From all the way back from like Jesus Walks and stuff like that, because like he said, we're all subconscious. We're just afraid to admit it. I don't think people appreciate that his music so much at that when he dropped like the High School Dropout and all that. We literally, like he said, I can't go to the store without a pair of ones that's fresh. We can't even go to the Dollar General to get toilet paper for the house without putting on our new shoes and a fresh T-shirt, or you know what I mean? We feel like we gotta dress a certain way when we go out to have people appreciate us.
What's your favorite season of the year?
My favorite season, I would say Christmas, just because I love how so much people come together. Either that or Thanksgiving. I love how people give a lot. Like around that time, people don't do it too much throughout the years, but you have people who just be in that spirit.
Gotcha.
And want to give.
Are you a daytime or a nighttime person?
Nighttime.
Why?
Man, that's a good question. I think it's something about thinking, being up late, and sometimes just being out or seeing the stars. A lot of people don't appreciate the skies, but at night, for some reason, they will when the stars is out. In a good mood. It's just something about at night. It just has me think about it a lot.
Right. It's quiet, peaceful. You get to think, right? So when you are alone by yourself, what are some things that go through your mind?
Stuff like religion and this world. Things that like I sit here and think of, who am I? Like, why do I do certain things this way? What are they telling us? Because it's just like anything they put out there, the government or the 1%ers, they would want us to, never want us to know everything. So why is, you know what I mean? So what isn't being put out there? What isn't getting pushed? What can I do to level up myself? And I mean spiritually, because I like to see certain doctors like Dr. Sebi and people like that who've just recently passed. What was it that made him create that to cure people with cancer or HIV or to do this? Just by simple as eating something. You mean to tell me they ain't taking all these crazy biotics and all this, the radio or the stuff they give you for cancer? What is it that made them, you know what I mean?
Right.
Really heal these people.
Do you have a spiritual or religious belief?
I mean, I was raised as a Christian, which I do believe in God, heavy.
Okay. Where do you believe you'll go when you die?
Things like that is very confusing for me. And when I say confusing, it's not like I go against my religion. It's just, it's something right now that I'm trying to figure out. And that's why I tell people to go visit all these tribes and different things, because there's people that know things or done things in this world spiritually that we couldn't, that were, I would say the people like or like places like the United States put a gap between that, to where we can't, they get in touch with their ancestors or they do certain things that have them level up spiritually, you know what I mean? So I would say that's why I'm traveling now to visit that. And I don't mean state to state, I mean out the country.
Awesome,
getting to know
man.
people. So.
And that's beautiful. And we wish him all safe travels, man. All his travels be safe with his family. And we wish him all the best. So brother, before we roll out, is there anything you're in need of we can help you with?
Just, I would say, touch somebody. I help people out when I see them, wherever you from, or you seeing it. Like, look, don't expect nothing back, literally. Pick and choose. I mean, there's going to be beggars, like, and out here, I'm out in Philly now, there's a lot of people that'll ask you for something. But look and value somebody that can really use it. You know what I mean? You see somebody in line who's a little short, but they ain't all ignorant with it, or they're not being smart to the clerk, but they can use it. Look out for people like that. You never know. They going to touch somebody, and they going to help somebody.
What are some things you love most about yourself?
About myself, I would say I love that I have an understanding, which I give my praise to God, that he gave me an understanding to know. Because without that, I mean, I can see why people would be lost or be stuck to the streets or something when they don't understand. But I understand that it's not just about me. So I make sacrifices when I carry myself, knowing like sometimes I do stuff to please other people. You know what I mean? I know just that I know that it's not just about me. I love that I'm carrying it and would do something for somebody and not think twice about it.
That's love. That's love. Okay, AML family, Remember, don't be bitter, be better. Until next time, we out there. Peace out.